transforms your face. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Seyi and this is the Daily Seyi. On this channel, I share fashion hauls, fashion styling videos, along with some beauty and life things. So if any of that is right up your alley, then please feel free to subscribe. And as always, if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for tuning in and being a real one. So today is actually a makeup video. And I am doing my updated everyday makeup routine. This is the makeup routine that I use for like when I'm shooting YouTube content, when I'm shooting photo content, when I need to do like TikTok and all those things. This is usually the makeup look I'm doing. Very quick, very easy for me. It usually takes me about 15 minutes to do it. Obviously, I'm talking through it in today's video, so it's gonna be a little longer, but this can definitely take you 15 minutes if you're just concentrating on doing your makeup. So if you would like to see how I got this everyday look, and just continue watching. So we're gonna get right into it. So usually these days, I'm usually doing my makeup to record and film. And I know it's like, okay girl, you don't do nothing else. But while I am like kind of outside, I feel like I'm honestly not as outside as I expected myself to be. But you know what, maybe I am, because I was at a wedding like almost 2 weeks back to back. So what I'm using right now, this is the Tatcha, the liquid silk canvas. I love this as a makeup base. It mattifies the skin without it hella drying it out. It blends in pretty well, to be honest. And I really don't mind, just because, you know, obviously makeup is going over it, so it really don't matter. So I like using that as my primer. Then I like to go in with different foundations. So TEINT Ultra Wear quite literally is my holy grail of holy grails. I use this foundation all the time. Usually for my everyday, this is my go-to. If I'm going for something a little bit more like full coverage, if I'm going somewhere or it's an event or something, I go with the NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation in the shade New Caledonia. This is a really good matte foundation. But lately, I've also been mixing it with the Rare Beauty foundation, and this is the shade 500N. I am a true neutral, and to be honest, true neutral foundations are really hard to find. This one from NARS, the New Caledonia, is actually probably one of the closest ones I've had, but like this looks red to me. That's why I got it, because I was like, I like the redness of it. So let me just show y'all. When I apply it, it pulls more red to me. So what I usually do, I usually just apply some around my mouth because it's kind of like a darker shade. What I like to do is I'll take some of the Lancôme, I'll take like a pump and like a quarter, and then I really like the brush on this Rare Beauty foundation. It's kind of like a doe foot applicator, and I just kind of press that into my palm, use my index finger and mix it all up. And this pretty much produces a shade that I really like. Mix my Lancôme in the summertime, and then when we get towards fall and the weather starts to kind of change a bit, I'll just go back to just using the Lancôme by itself. To be honest, it really just depends on the mood I'm in. But this color is a nice color. I think that it matches me pretty spot on when I mix it, for sure. But you know, as a black woman, we have different colors all over our faces, so it can be hard to kind of match your exact color. In my opinion, I prefer to go a little darker because I know I can line it up with concealer versus lighter, and then I'm looking ghostly. So this is the kind of shade that I usually go for. Now I like to go in with concealer. I first go in with the Sephora Clear and Cover. I've talked about this on my Instagram a bunch of times. I think I've talked about this on YouTube as well. But I love this one. It's in the shade Coffee. I love it because it does have salicylic acid. If you don't know, salicylic acid is like an acne treatment. And I just use my sponge to blend that in. Honestly, I've been doing this for so long that I feel like I now notice a difference when I don't do this step, because I'm like, it just feels like my under eyes can get like gray. Now this one I've had for a minute, but honestly, the Born This Way Multi-Sculpting Youth Concealer, wow. Bomb. I use the shade Try, and this shade is almost like a golden neutral in my honest opinion. I believe there's a shade Chestnut, which is definitely much more yellow, and I've noticed like on me it pulls too yellow, but this one seems to be a happy medium, which again, as a neutral girl, I've been needing. So I've been doing this technique lately. I just put the concealer here and here. I got it off TikTok. TikTok be having a techniques, child, but I'm sure makeup artists around the world be doing this. But basically, it allows me to pull my face upwards, versus like pulling all the concealer down, and it allows me to use less product as well. And then I'm going with my beauty sponge, and I like to blend my chin and my forehead first because I like to let the under eye sit for a little bit. Down the bridge of my nose. I just love when I see that nice little semicircle moon highlight. She just looks very highlighted. Then I like to go in and get the sides first. And then bring it in. Bring it around town. Bring it around town. Again, I really try to keep it concentrated. I don't want to pull it any further than where it's pulled out right now. So I like to just do that. I like to go over my eyelid just to kind of block out any discoloration there, because my eyelids tend to be a little darker than the rest of my face. Again, black woman things. And that is the concealer. I just does something to me. I love doing base makeup, to be honest. Probably one of my favorite steps. It just makes the skin look bomb. Okay, now I like to go in with the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop mattifying powder. This shade actually works really well as a contour on me, and it's like a subtle like contour. I've been doing this lately, and honestly I think this contour has a hint of warmth to it, so it just kind of, I don't know, it warms up the skin. Like immediately you can kind of see the difference already. And I'm using this brush, again it's an NYX professional brush, and this is the brush number 2, and it's like a fan, a thick density fan brush, and I like to just dab that in there, and I go on my forehead, on my cheekbones. I know it just looks in very straight line, but don't worry, it's gonna be all blended in. I like to just get the product on there first. Then I like to go back in without applying any more product and just blend that all out. Make sure I blend it into my hairline. Then I'll blend the side. Then I'll go back in with my handy dandy number 3 NYX brush and kind of use the remaining residue of that foundation, whatever's left on the brush, and kind of just tap that in so there's a uniform look. And honestly lately I've been loving this color. I think it looks really good. Now I like to go in with this brush. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, I don't know where I got this brush from. I almost feel like it's Iman Cosmetics. I love to use it because it's kind of like this kind of really packed dense brush, and it's perfect for sort of doing a faux contour right here. I could just do it right here. I do like the sort of shadow it gives right here. It's not necessarily for contouring my nose and making it a different shape, but more so just for the dimension that it gives to my face. I notice when I don't do it, I don't know, sometimes I feel like my face falls a little flat. It could be the subtlest of things, y'all. All right, so then once I apply contour, then I like to go in with my setting powder. And I've been using this one from YC collection. Child, it is the shade number 213. It's almost like a banana yellow shade, which again, I do like. It's not too banana yellow though. It still has a hint of cool in it. But I take this brush, don't talk about my brush. I know it's messed up. I know to get another one. This is from e.l.f. so it's literally like $3, but I don't know. I just have not felt the desire or the need to get a new one because this will still work. So I'm like, okay, it might look a little jank, but it still works for me. So I dab my brush into that powder, and I don't do a lot of powder. I just do enough just to make sure that my under eyes are set. I do not bake or anything like that. I'm not sure if people still bake anymore. I'm sure they do. I personally do not. I find that this technique is much better for me, much better. I experience way less creasing when I do it like this. I think because the powder is able to actually get into the skin. I don't know what the technique is. I don't know, but it works for me. And then I like to go in to all the places I highlighted. So that's basically on my forehead right there, down the bridge of my nose, and definitely on my chin. And that sort of, you know, highlights all those areas. So then I go in with the blush. Depending on the vibe I'm going, I'm just gonna go over my handy dandy Rose Latte by Fenty Beauty, and it's this sort of rust tone color. Looks really good on the cheeks. I honestly should have applied this actually before I did the powder. Whoops. But I'm not doing too much. I just want a little bit, just to bring a little color to the face. Taking my Urban Decay All Nighter, this Forever Forever Holy Grail. Liberally, okay? You want to apply that liberally. Now I like to go in with by Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. Ever since I started using this like months ago, wow, never going back. It is such a good brow pencil, and the color payoff, get into it. So I first start off by just drawing a line. I like to then fill in the brows just with upward strokes, like so, like that, as in the words of Miss Tabitha Brown. I like to then brush the hairs, just add where you feel like there's some sparse. And on the tail of my brows, I like to just kind of draw a line at the top just to sort of make sure that everything connects together. And then I take the spoolie side as you saw me doing, and I just kind of brush that upward. I prefer the more kind of like bushy, sort of thicker brow. That's just my preference. But what really sets it off, it's not even this brow pencil. It is the brow gel. The accompanying brow gel, 24-hour brow setter. One of the best brow gel products I have used. This stuff sets the brows. It just gives off a very natural, bushy brow look, which I do like. I feel like it frames my face personally very nicely. So what I do is kind of, it has a brush like this. So it has like that flat side, and then it has the bristles on this side here. And I like to just apply the flat side directly on my brow, and then I take the bristles and brush that product in upwards. Only upwards. That kind of gives that really like blown out eyebrow effect. Same on this side. Brush, brush, brush. And there you go. Eyebrows done. So I will go in with the contour shade and this brush that also came in that set that I got from Amazon once upon a time. And then I use that to shade my under, I would say my under eye, basically my bottom lash line. Sort of gives it a little bit of dimension. I'm gonna do like a very faint reverse cat eye. So I'm just taking like brush that is very angled and penciled. I don't know if it's gonna focus. You see it? Yeah, there it goes. Taking the same contour powder, and I'm just kind of pulling that out just to kind of give my eye a little bit of definition, just a little bit. I think I'm in the mood for a winged eye. I am taking this one, it's called GIRLACTIK. I've been using this precise eyeliner. It's basically like an eyeliner pen. I first like to start off with drawing the line right at the corner of my eye upwards, and then I bring it in, and I bring it in right to the middle of my eyelid. That's usually where like I can then connect it from the other side, and then I'll start filling that in so I have like a nice shape, and I know the shape I'm going for. Then I'll start from the inner corner and connect to that middle line. It's much easier for me to do it that way. It's just on one step at a time. And this is how I usually get my eyeliner. Then I like to go with mascara. So I use the Air Volume Mega Mascara so far. I've been using that on my bottom lashes. I feel like it's a good mascara, but it doesn't give me like the full volume as like the Kosas one or the Milk KUSH. So I think this is a good balance for my bottom lashes, especially for every day. And now I'm gonna go on with the Milk KUSH because that's what I'm feeling like today, and it's one of my favorite mascaras ever, and I am applying it very liberally. Like, I don't hold back when it comes to mascara. Sometimes I'll even apply 2 different ones just to get the maximum volume that I desire. Oof, man, the way mascara just transforms your face. Nobody can tell me otherwise. And I don't really wear falsies like that. Very rarely. It's usually for soup or special occasions like being in a wedding. I usually just prefer my own lashes. It's just preference. We're basically almost done, but you can already see the vision. All right. Lately, I've been using this NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Lava Cake, and every now and then I will switch up my nude lip combo. As of late, I've been using this. So this is a very brown chocolate shade, and I like to use this as a lip liner. I also prefer a glossy lip over a matte one. and it smells like cake. It's also very pigmented. So usually I'll leave it like that. Try not to smudge it around because I don't want the brown to get everywhere. But now I'm gonna go with NYX, their soft matte lip cream. Freaking obsessed with this. I've talked about this in so many videos. And it is their Abu Dhabi soft matte lip cream. Then I'll start doing that. I know it's like you're mixing gloss and matte, but it don't really matter because it's gonna end up glossy in the end. It's such a pretty new lip combo. And that's basically the final look. That's it. One of my easy favorite looks to do. So let me go put on my ponytail, some earrings. And this is it, y'all. Ponytail in, earrings on. Earrings are Jenny Bird. These are my everyday hoops. And then my ponytail is Hair for the Girls by my friend Yvette and her best friend Lindsay. And it is their hair company, kinky, coily hair pieces, wigs, clip-ins, U-part wigs, full wigs. This is the kinky straight in a 24 inch, and so it's pretty long. It's pretty long. But yeah, this is the final look, y'all. This is what I do for my everyday makeup. This is my everyday filming, everyday photos. So as always, I appreciate y'all for watching today's video, and I will catch y'all in my next one. Until next time, bye.